In 2017, Anna Weyant is one person away from changing her entire life, making millions and turning her art career upside down. At this point, she is a nobody, a 22-year-old hot young girl struggling to find respect for her art instead of her looks. She's sick of the small town she's living in and goes to New York to become an artist. She prices her drawings at $400. She barely sells anything, not enough to survive. In 2021, however, her entire career changes in 1 year. Her art goes from not being sold at the $400 price point to being sold for millions of dollars. She becomes the youngest artist to be represented by the Gagosian Gallery, arguably the biggest gallery in the world. She instantly becomes the most talked about painter in the art world. And so what happens? How is this possible? Well, she met one person who introduced her to the most influential art people in the world. One person that takes her to all of the parties, introducing her to billionaires. She met a guy named Larry Gagosian who founded the Gagosian Gallery, a guy she also happens to be dating as we speak. She is what people in the art world would say, some people, not me, some people would say a person that fought her way to the top. Now, this is a very important realization. If you understand that art is inherently social, you have the capacity, or will have the capacity, to change your entire career, to change your entire life. When I was 16 years old, I loved music. I loved music. I loved the idea of music. I fantasized about becoming a musician, about playing in front of a crowd, people admiring me, going to the festivals, being that guy that stands on a stage and captures the audience. And so I learned to play the guitar. I envisioned myself with music for the rest of time. And what happened 10 years later, 15 years later? I don't listen to music anymore. What? So I learn all of these, I dream of this vision, of this future, and now I don't even listen to music anymore. Why is that? Well, now this is very important because this shows us that it had nothing to do with music in the first place. It was not about the music. I wasn't admiring the music. I was admiring the social. I was admiring the idea of the music, namely me playing in front of a stage, in front of people, socializing with them to some extent. I was admiring the social. And so the moment that social aspect fell away, everything fell away. The moment I stopped going out, I stopped going to parties because I was just busy with other stuff, the whole music vibe went away instantly. Now, this is one of the most important realizations that you can make as a human being. A lot of people in the art world, they think that art is about the notes, it's about the color, it's about the composition, it's about the meaning behind the work of art. All of that bullshit. These are things that art historians will tell you. None of that is true. It's all a lie. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with social. The billionaires are buying art because of social. The billionaires are interacting with art because of social, not because of the composition. They don't care about the composition. It has never been about the composition. And so let me take you through the rabbit hole and show you how deep this whole thing goes. Let's think about this. These billionaire art collectors, what are they lacking? Do they lack money? No. Do they lack beautiful aspects in their interior? No, they don't. They are old and forgotten. What they lack is human contact. That's what they're lacking. What they lack is people not coming to them. Nobody is visiting them. They know that the clock is ticking. They know that soon it will all be over. They know that. They know that they have the health issues. They know that it might be 5 years. It might be 10 years. It might be 2 years. They don't know how long they have. But they do know that they are lonely as fuck. They are very lonely. And you know what they say, money doesn't buy you happiness. Well, here's the thing, money doesn't buy you real social interactions either. Unless you spend that money on art and getting a famous massive collection in. Here's the thing, if you have a massive collection, you know what you guarantee for yourself? You guarantee that people will come over. You guarantee that people will show interest. You guarantee that people, journalists, will want to write about your collection, aka they will go to you and talk with you. You guarantee that somebody will make an offer, and then another offer for another artwork and present art. And the whole fucking thing for them is social. That's the whole game. The reason they have that art collection is because of social. They don't have it because of composition. They don't have it because of colors. And so what do smart artists do? What do the smartest people in the art market do? They realize that they should not be selling art. They should not be selling composition. They should not be selling color. They should be selling social. If you look at MoMA, their landing page on the VIP memberships, the benefactor memberships of $15,000 a year or $5,000, that whole stuff, they are all selling social. Everyone is selling social. That's the game that they are playing. Now, if you want to learn how to sell social, I would obviously recommend my online artist residency where I explain the whole thing, a whole blueprint of Sotheby's. I literally give it to you so that you can literally copy paste how they are doing it. Same thing with MoMA. Literally copy paste how they are doing it. I reveal how these top level people sell social instead of art. But considering that I don't want this to be a sales pitch or anything, let me give you something that is much cheaper and is going to be absolutely massively powerful for you. If you want to have the Anna Weyant benefit, if you want to increase your chances of experiencing exactly that, here's what I would recommend. Talk to 5 strangers 5 days a week for 5 years straight. Do that, train those social skills, build them up, and you will be surprised of how massively and drastically your life will change. That said, get the hell out of here.